Let's talk about it. If this is your first time tuning in here on this channel, we talk about film, fashion, and photography, all three things that I love. And today we are looking at 4 items that I purchased from Zara and ASOS.com. If you never shop there, they're pretty decent when it comes to keeping up with the fashion trends and things of that nature. So we're going to be looking at some items that I picked up from there. But I just released another video on fashion. It was my first video talking about fashion, talking about items that I picked up, doing B-roll, going through the whole process of me, what I somewhat have in my head. Now, it's not the fullness of what I envision this channel to be, but I mean, it is a shell of itself. It is the beginning stages, and with that being said, I'm still learning how to talk about content. So I had a conversation with a buddy, and he was saying, like, because I was trying to figure out the balance between giving too much detail and just really just talking about how it feels, right? I'm trying to figure out what exactly would a person that would be watching me give a review want to be looking for and be listening for when it comes to making a decision. And so I guess this is where I turn to you all. If you're watching it, if you made it this far, all I'm asking is that by the end of this video that you just give me some insight, help me understand. I am not afraid of criticism or critique. I want to know how can I better just make content for you guys. Obviously, I'm gonna make my decision based on what kind of creator that I want to be, but I'm going to take into consideration your thoughts. So anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, let me know, and let's get started. All right, so the first jacket that we have here is the combination patch bomber jacket in black. Now, at first when I ordered this jacket, I did not think that I would really like this jacket for some reason. I didn't necessarily, I don't know, maybe the model or the colors in the beginning. When I looked at it, I didn't think that it was going to be a good looking jacket when I first got it. But man, this literally is one of my favorite jackets that I've ordered from Zara. I even like it better than the previous jacket that I did a review on, the red, white, and blue one, because it's just simple. I really like simple stuff, and just because my name ends with a W, my last name at least, no, you know what, it did influence my decision on whether or not if I liked it. I think it solidified that W, the stitching, the way that it's whatever material that they use. I don't know exactly what it is, but they did a really good job with how they put that together. That brown sticks out as contrast well with the black and the white sleeves. It fits good. The only thing that I maybe didn't like was that when you start to move around, you can hear some of the buttons kind of cling together and move around, and that was a little noisy, but not noisy to the point where it was like sticking out in a crowd or anything like that. It's not like when your shoes squeak, but it's nothing like that. This jacket just looks good, and anytime that I look for any item, any purchase, does it look good? And simply put, this jacket is awesome. It looks good, and it's worth $90. No question. I would purchase this jacket in the quickness. So if you are interested in a jacket and you're looking for one, I think this is one to pick up. Up next, we have the mock neck sweater in light brown. Now, I really like this sweater. I ended up keeping it actually. One thing that I hate about turtlenecks in particular is the way that it goes all the way, sometimes they go all the way up the neck, and it just feels like you're being choked half the time. But with this particular mock neck sweatshirt, it doesn't feel that way. Literally, the way that this shirt was made, it was made to just kind of lay around the lower neck area but still look like a turtleneck-ish. It just looks really good. It feels good. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's one of those in-between type of sweatshirts that you can pretty much throw under or over underneath a jacket or something like that, and it keeps you warm. I would recommend this, and not only that, not just for the style and the way that it looks and feels, but also the price. Right now, I believe I picked this up for $25.99 at one point. I believe Zara has this and other colors for like $12.99 right now, because they're trying to get rid of a lot of their winter clothes. If you see a color that you like, I definitely recommend picking this one up because it just feels good, looks good, and I think that most people who find the right size will enjoy it. Next up, we have the basic navy blue bomber jacket. One thing that I really liked about this jacket was the color. If you know anything about my style, as we continue to put out videos like this, you will learn that I try to stay close to and away from colors that are not muted, right? I love colors that are muted, so if I buy a blue green, a purple. I always look for the muted version of that particular color, because it just works well with, I think, all skin tones. I don't want a color that's too loud. I'm sure people can pull it off, so I'm not knocking anybody for it, but for me, I just like that muted look, and that's what I go for. And this jacket pretty much does that, and it's spot on. But that's all that it does. This jacket is way too thin. It is $50, and for it to be this thin, not only it just feels cheap. And if I'm paying $50 for anything, I want it to feel a little bit of quality. Not only that, when it got here, it had a hole in the pocket area, and that just wasn't, it was just not necessarily the last straw. I wasn't upset, but it just told me how well made this jacket is. And sometimes when you get stuff that's too thin, and I can feel like this jacket is more leaning towards like the spring area, I would probably stay away from it. But yeah, for $50, I wouldn't even get this jacket if it was on sale. It looks good, but I wouldn't necessarily buy this or recommend this for anyone to pick up. Last but not least on the list is the Cardigan sweater from ASOS. Now listen, y'all, when I first picked this up and I put this thing on, I knew I was keeping it. I mean, just the way that this thing looks, feels, the way that it hits, it paired well with denim jeans and the shirt that I had on during that time. This thing just feels and looks awesome. I recommend this cardigan for anybody who's looking to wear cardigans. I'm not a huge fan of cardigans, but this John, I could not by any means send back. Just the black and white stripes all the way down, the lining, the burgundy lining of the cardigan, everything about this looks good. It's not supposed to keep you warm. You're supposed to throw something underneath. This is more of a light winter breeze type of, cardigan. This is not one to keep you warm. Yes, you're going to put on a jacket over the top. Yeah, of course. This thing just looks and fits my style, and I think that if it's still available, and if it's not, there's a reason why. So I'm gonna make sure to link. I know they came in other colors, but I'll make sure to link similar items, if not other colors, in this particular cardigan. But this is one that I wouldn't pass up on. Definitely, I love this cardigan. One of my favorites, and I can't wait to pull this one out, next winter, even though it's still winter time. I'm really enjoying, rocking this one. So anyways, that does it for me. As I stated before, I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you made it this far, you a real one. Seriously, I'm really trying to figure out how to storytell, but also, review clothes at the same time. This is something that I love doing. I've been very consistent over the last month and a half creating content around this stuff, because this is really what I love to do. But I do need your help in regards to just, are y'all rocking with this kind of content? Do you like it? Let me know in the comment section. Yeah. So anyways, that does it for me. My name is David Wilson II. As always, start your day with giving, because way too many people take. SWNUP.